Hey. What's crackalacking? It's your boy Broshmo. Just in case you did not know. So, we're here doing a walk of the mock. This has got a bunch of YouTubers, I guess. No, I guess I should like pop that link in my Twitter. Is what it is. But, uh, if you're here, thank you. I'm here representing the Dolphins, but I'm mainly here just to announce, I suppose. Bit of a commentary. And I'm going to sit here, I'm going to chat with y'all while we view how some of these self-proclaimed experts, tighten upload up in here. And then we got That's Good Sports. Oh yeah, we got Hail Mary Sports over here doing it for the Eagles. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. Hopefully you've had a great day. Get geared up for the combine this week. That's gonna be great. What's good, Broshmo? What other you? Oh, I'll get into it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know everyone on here. We got Goat House picking for the Texans. There's Titan Upload, That Good Sports, which is Brandon. I think it's Brandon Paneno, right? Something like that. Be cool if we had Grassi for the Packers. Let's see who else we got up on here. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a few of these people, but I'm also super ignorant and a super small channel. But go ahead, hit that thumbs up, please, if you appreciate the content. Tomorrow we got a mock the mock. We're gonna have combine stuff all this week. I got another collab coming out hopefully Tuesday. This one's gonna be 3 rounds though, so it's gonna be intense, which probably gives away who I'm probably doing it with, because I only do 2 to 3 round mock drafts with like one other person on this channel. So haha. It's 3 rounds. It's fast, so 2 minutes. Trades are allowed, but I'm the Dolphins. What am I doing? Theo Ash is the GOAT. Okay, we'll check out some of these guys actually. But always at Broshmo in the chat. It highlights my name and I can address your comment. Also, or you could just super chat. That'd be kind of dope. It was a great way to support the channel. Let's go ahead and get to the comment section. Whoops. Now you could probably see my dope background is what it is. But no idea who else until okay, this was prior to me showing up. Saturday, I've had a good day. Productive day, busy day. I was trying to get some backgrounds done for my evals, so yeah. If you got it on the Patreon, then you got that to look forward to. Let's go ahead and just actually no, I'm gonna stay here. I want to go look at some of these guys' channels. Nah, Bangle ain't doing it. He would be the Giants, man. He'd be in here doing the Giants. Let's see. Tough projecting the 49ers draft this year. Definitely would rock. A trade up for right tackle or center though. Yeah. So you're gonna see my 7-round mock drafts. I decided to do it in as shorts though. So I'm gonna do 7-round team specific 7-round mock drafts. We will have a 7-round mock draft and build up for the draft, but we're gonna do I'm gonna do my team specific 7-round mock drafts as shorts. So we'll see how that rolls. I released a new short yesterday. Is what it is. The link in the chat. No, this ain't for you, bro. This ain't for you, swimmer dude. This one is a bit left field. Did Kojo stop by the vet today? Gojo. It's Gojo, not Kojo. Isn't it Cujo, like that Stephen King book, like Animal Cemetery or something? I don't know. It's not letting me in the room because there ain't I bet you I got. Yeah, no. This ain't for y'all. My bad. I still probably have in the description the one from last. No, I don't. Never mind. Y'all crazy. Yeah, no, this one's a YouTuber one or a content creator one. We're gonna go through some of these content creators real quick. Y'all said Theo Ash. Oh, they got 26. Yo, they kind of legit. Theo Ash. Is Theo Ash the stay hot? Is Theo Ash stay hot, or is this Theo Ash? I don't know who Theo Ash is. No, I'm assuming it's this cat. Been so busy this year, I couldn't get my draft game up with this year's class. Besides a few here and there. Let's see. I'm a content creator. Let me draft for the Giants. You gotta talk to Walk the Mock, man. I don't have a code for this. Yes. See if Theo Draft want to do it. He's already in it. He's somebody in here. He's the Packers. There we go. Dustin Mullins. Thank you to all the Detroit fans with mess this up for. With all the Detroit fans, Dose will mess this up. Oh, dude, Dose Dion. Is he the Lions? He is the Lions, dude. I love Dose Dion. He's dope, man. He's dope. Is he stay hot? I don't know if he stay hot. I don't know. All right, we're going to go look at another one. We already know that good sports. We know Titan Upload. We know Alex from Hail Mary Sports. Louis T. All right, so I'm assuming this is Louis T here. Look at that, 22. Let's go. Let's go. Here, I want to match a face. Okay, okay. Okay. So there's Louis T. He's doing Washington. Who else we got? Well, we know Goat House. Here, how about y'all just let me know if y'all know somebody? Yeah, you gotta talk to Walk the Mock. Add him on Twitter or something. I don't know. Did you hear WrestleMania right now has the fewest tickets available in history with this much time left to go? Oh, that's wild. Dude, WrestleMania is gonna be dope, dude. By the way, Dustin, thank you for the super chat. I just want to shout that out. Between Tippmann, John Michael Schmitz, which one's a better scheme fit for the Vikings? I feel like John Michael Schmitz be great whenever, but like Tippmann would be a really good fit. That dude's super athletic. Remember, at Broshmo in the chat. That way, if it'll let me read your comment. Is Bengal the YouTuber available for the Giants? I don't know if he's available, but he ain't in this. So we got. I know you got at Walk the Mock. I do not have answers for y'all. I am simply partaking. He's a Washington fan, so he better not mess this up. Yeah. I feel like I've seen a lot of Louis T too. Ryder lifts. What day to combine? The combine will be starting Tuesday, I believe. NFL combine dates, which is why I kind of want to do a hot take video before that. Maybe I'll work on that tonight and have it come out tomorrow. It's the 28th through March 6th, so next Monday. So we'll have content coming out through the week. Did you see the crazy mock draft CBS put out today? Saturday? Let's just say that might be tomorrow's Mock the Mock. It's already uploaded. Like, it's good to go. It's going to be coming out tomorrow. I recorded that before we did this. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to step into the draft room. I'm going to take my rankings because they are superior. We're going to scroll down. We're going to kick back, take it easy. Would it make more sense for the Cowboys to take a linebacker or an interior lineman in the first round? If Osiris Torrance is there, I would like to take Torrance. If not, linebacker might make the more sense. Actual workout start Thursday. Yeah, but aren't they doing the measurements Wednesday, right? They're doing, pretty sure. I haven't looked at the specific schedule. I just looked at who's all going. The takes on the mock are insane, dude. Everyone has nutty mocks. It would okay. I already read that. How many rounds is this draft? It is 3, so I will get full 3 selections. Excuse me. All right. Ryan Leaf, 1.1. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Well, Alex from Air Sports. He's actually got the Eagles. See, he's actually got the Eagles. I don't know who the Alex is for. No, I guess I gotta look at the schedule. I don't know who the Alex is for the Steelers. Oh, they got the measurements all separated. All right, all right. Is this last year's? I feel like this is last year's. No, this is for 2023, right? Okay. Anywho, here's the sketty. Yeah, we'll see what the bot does. We got a minute, so let's run through this one real quick. It sounds like defense will be starting. So measurements and workouts for defense will be on Thursday. Defensive line, excuse me. While Friday will be broadcast interviews, media interviews will be Wednesday. So there's that. Linebackers, they'll be doing it Thursday as well. Friday will be the defensive backs. So they got the measurements and the workouts on the same day, which is nice. Sunday will be offensive line. Saturday, ooh, maybe we streamed that. Will be wide receivers. Sunday will be running back, so same day as the offensive line, and then Saturday will be quarterback. So okay, so it kind of doesn't start until Yeah, there's trades in this. Dose is out here running mocks before his pick. Oh, coolsies. All right, remember at Broshmo in the comment section. That way it highlights my name and I'll be able to address it. You should see Alex from Hail Mary Sports review his last one. He was irate. Ha ha ha. I missed a lot of combine due to work. Yeah. It's gonna be funky for me this week a little bit because of how my schedule and my wife's schedule are working this week, but I should be able to somehow make it work. Wow, Bears. I think Bears gotta be trying to wheel in and deal in. Yeah, you gotta respect the tribal chief here. Technically, I'm the Sami Zayn of the NFL draft community. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's go. Boop, 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 doo. What up, announcer Mark? How you doing? There are trades in this. Probably already said that. All right. So with how this, honestly, Thursday, Friday works really. The weekend works really good for me with the combine. I'm glad that's when the receivers, because I kind of want to push out content the minute that stuff kind of happens. And then Friday. So I'm glad that most of it's happening Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So what are they doing on the 6th then? What are they doing on Monday? like those medicals. Well, this guy waited all stinking so there was a trade that happened. Okay. So Destin trades up. Colts, they trade up. They get their quarterback. They get the first shot at quarterback. This is something everyone and their mom's projecting. One of the Bears to target Jalen Carter or Will Anderson. If they trade down, then Miles Murphy or Brian Branch. Let's see the draft comp. All right, well, there's CJ Stroud. You know how it is sometimes. Now, how it is sometimes. Sometimes size matters. What's the chances the Dolphins go with Tua's ever growing injury history? What the chances are the Dolphins go? Oh, go QB. No, they're not going QB. We don't have a first round pick. We're giving Tua's gonna get this this last go, and yeah, we'll figure it out from there. Trade details. The Bears picked up a third, a second, and a third next year. So they could even get a first in there. Oh man, maybe that was just the best trade offers they were getting. Didn't take multiple firsts. Instead, it took 3 day 2 picks. All right, Texans picks in. I don't understand why teams would take Carter over Anderson. In my opinion, Anderson plays a much more valuable position if utilized correctly. Yes, but the fall off from edge, from like your tier 1 edges to that next tier is much like this is just an edge heavy class compared to like the defensive interior. You're not going to find a Jalen Carter or like someone even in like the wheelhouse. Like when you got a Will Anderson, there's like a couple of guys you could be like, oh man, honestly, they could probably match his production. Like knowing how deep the edge class is, you could be like, I could see teams be more willing to go after Jalen Carter instead of Will Anderson, just knowing the drop off at edge. We saw Bryce Young just go to the Texans. Does Kenny McIntosh slide into the second round? No, he might even slide onto early day 3, depending on how runbacks fly off the board. How do you like Sam Laporta to the Browns? If that's a Browns third round pick, then that's dandy. Will Anderson going to the Cardinals. They get more pass rush. I personally would have gone with Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter going here to the Bears. So the first 4 picks shake up how we typically expect it. Just in this case, CJ Stroud goes before Bryce Young. Next year's QB class should be insane. I would slide QB down the board this year. I don't think that's necessarily. I mean, we were saying that about this year's class, and then everyone and their mom decided to return, and such. Like we were saying that about this class last year. So it's like you don't know how 2023 will look. I think there's a few teams where you're like, you know what? Yeah, we could probably wait till 2023 and see what happens in that quarterback class. But these teams that are picking high, I don't really think so. All right, so we got Anthony Richardson going to Florida. That's pretty stinking dope. I think if you're the Seahawks, you could either you could use Geno as a bridge while you develop Anthony Richardson. I don't think it's that outlandish. I think the betting market even has Anthony Richardson as the second quarterback off the board. So that's something to watch out for. Do you think Giants go wide receiver even if the top ones are gone? Yeah, I think it'll be all right for them. I think they'll be okay. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. We only got 50 some likes. So come on, man. Come on. Let's see. I need to share this real quick. Share this on the Twitskay. Twitter. Tweet. Did I just hit tweet? There you go. Twitter. All right. So I think the argument that a QB class will be stronger next year is dumb. Take because what if either May or Williams fall off a cliff like how Spencer Rattler did? I agree, but I think there's some teams that are like, you know what, we're pretty like the Lions. You could say, okay, we're pretty content with Goff right now. We don't need to search out a quarterback. So let's go ahead and let's just. There's teams that could push it off and be like, oh, next year's class. Like if you're a team that needs a quarterback now, like if you are the Colts, the Texans, honestly, the Raiders, the Panthers, yeah, you don't put that off till the next year. But like, if you're a team that feels like the Bucks, you're not in position. You're probably looking to next year's class. Like I think depending on which, like you can be looking to next year's class. Devon Witherspoon, it's a good pick. I like taking corner first off the like at that pick 6. I think it's prime. You get to take the first corner off the board. Go ahead and do that. I think that's nice. I'm waiting to see other trades. Do you know if Dolphin? No, I don't think Dolphins get Jalen Ramsey. I've seen it, but I've seen people try to mock the trade. Like, because what it sounds like the Rams want a first and a third, or it might take just multiple day 2 picks. That's the thing. So, like, me personally, I like, I don't see the Dolphins making that move. I can see like a team like maybe like the Lions or something making that move, but like I don't know. I mean, the Dolphins, I guess they could, but I mean, he wants a new contract too, so it's like I don't know. Things get dicey. I like the Bears pick. It's excellent. It's a no dub pick. Like if you don't go any other answer other than Jalen Carter would be the wrong answer. We're going 3 rounds tonight. I can see Seattle taking a quarterback for sure at 5 or trading back if the first 4 go as planned. Yes, I agree, Chuck. For actual draft night, is there like a draft tracker that shows everybody who's left on the board? Well, typically on like wherever you're watching it from, when I do it, I have like my best available up on the board. Christian Gonzalez, so no quarterback here. Instead, they try to improve that very dismal secondary. Let me tell you, when I went through the Raiders in my NFC team needs video, I was shocked. I knew that they were in rough shape, but I didn't know how I didn't know it was that bad. I'm thinking about getting PFF Plus, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Do you have any advice? If not, that is okay. I use PFF Plus, but they also, I think their college stuff is separate, so you'd have to buy both, I think. At least that's what I did. So, like, if you really like that stuff and maybe you utilize it elsewhere, then yeah, go for it. But like, it's pricey. Like, you'd be dropping like what, 200 to 300 to have both college analytics and NFL analytics. So it's be on you. I think there's promo codes though somewhere out there for it. Okay, I bet I haven't tuned in before, but I will this year. Oh, dude, yeah. Just go look at how I did it last year. It'll be basically close to the same setup. All right, here come the Falcons. Is this Tyree Wilson? It's Tyree Wilson. Okay, they need pass rush. Their pass rush is not that great. They need guys. But Christian Gonzalez is the interesting pick thus far here for the Raiders. I would have gone. I'm not gonna lie. I would have taken a shot on Will Levis. I feel like it's kind of where the Raiders are. Oh, that's kind of dark. All right, so this has to be like Will Levis or Anthony Richardson for the Panthers. What site is this? This is Walk the Mock. Shoot, let me go ahead and talk about Walk the Mock. It is a real-time live draft simulator where you select a team, you pick for that team, but you're going to be picking against other real life people. You have to be a premium member at Walk the Mock. But when you use promo code Broshmo50, you get 50% off, and it's only $15 for the year. We do these Walk the Mocks on live streams, so go ahead and do it. I used to go back and skim through after the fact, just to see who went where. But this year, I'll be there live. Like, you'll be at the draft live, or you'll be at my live stream live. Because I think we got a good setup. We got the whole, like, the pick is in rolling on there. I got my best available. Can't be anything, can't. Oh, that's right. I forgot Seattle. Good call, Chuck. I forgot Anthony Richardson's already off the board. Then I definitely would have went Will Levis. Right. Who is it? It's Will Levis. How many rounds? 3 rounds tonight. Ooh-wee. So Panthers get a quarterback. Remember, they're not a team with a lot of needs. Wow. Alex from Hail Mary Sports literally just threw his pick in. He knew it. He loves Joey Porter. He absolutely loves Joey Porter, dude. I love Joey Porter too. I kind of lean Christian Gonzalez, but we'll see. We'll see how they all test out this week. It's going to be fun. Fun time here at the Combine. I say here. I'm not there. I'm here in my own home state of... I've already said it multiple times. All right, Tennessee Titans. It's Paris Johnson. This really should be. Oh, my stream. Okay, just checking, Ryder. Dude, I wanted to go last year when it was in Vegas. It's just, it's hard to make content while you're there. That's also a thing with the Senior Bowl, man. I would love, I'd have to, take all my equipment. I also have responsibilities. Like, I have a wife and 2 children and 2 lovely dogs. So it's it just doesn't work out for me well that way right now. At least to do it on my own accord. But Paris Johnson makes all the sense in the world. The engine to your offense is Derrick Henry. So you got to supplement that. Taylor Lewan already cut. So get your left tackle of the future. Joey Porter, by the way, we already know. James Bradbury, free agent. We already know. Darius Slay, up there in years. They have nobody behind those guys. Nobody, at least, that is proven. So Texans here. They go with Lucas Van Ness. I firmly believe the Texans, they're going to go quarterback with their first pick. And then no real trades to speak of right now. Then I believe they're going to start hitting defense. I think they're going to start building. Anyone, you have to, get, you have to pay to go to the Senior Bowl, but, I'm pretty sure anyone could go. They kind of vet you though. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it much myself. I've talked with Alex from Hail Mary Sports because that'd be the guy I'd be tagging with. Probably do a live show or a show after with talking about what we saw during the day. What are your thoughts on my Eagles still not having an OC or DC yet and the Combine's 2 days? I don't feel good about that. I assume that just means they probably hire from within the team. They could go with Jones. Jones does have the higher ceiling. I kind of agree with that, Robert. Peter Skoronski going to the Jets. But anyway, with Houston, I was talking about Lucas Van Ness over Miles Murphy. Dude, Miles Murphy's fallen for a lot of people, dude. Not me. I love him. I'm going to wait till the Combine. If he doesn't crush it there, then yeah, I might knock him down. But the OC is Brian John. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard that. Is there still without a DC? Gojo, do you want to be let go? But I really do believe, after that first pick with the Texans, they're going to build from the inside out defensively. So Lucas Van Ness would make sense. Pierre Skoronski, I love that pick for the Jets. Oh, okay. It's not yet Luffy. Okay, so Brian Johnson, not yet, but most likely OC for the Eagles. Okay. Hey, just as good. Thank you. I love that you love my content. I try. But Peter Skoronski, I mean, with the plethora of positions he could play, I think that's kind of an ideal pick for the Jets. All right, Gojo, let's let you out. You want to leave? You're like, oh, Chiefs aren't up. I don't care. All right. Don't you come crying when you want to be let back in. All right. Well, we got the Patriots on the board. I'm waiting for more trades here. Can I trade with the bot? Who are bots in this? Let me look. Giants, Rams. What tier of QBs do you put Daniel Jones in? He's out. Well, no, I don't think. Did he already switch agents because of that? So they go with Broderick Jones. So let's talk to the Saints, the Giants, and the Rams. Patriots go Broderick Jones. Really, their tackle situation's kind of really up in the air. Trent Brown, but he can't be relied on health wise. But what's his name? Isaiah Wynn's a free agent. I think they'll be in play for like a Mike McGlinchey. But Broderick Jones still could be the pick here if they want to maybe move on from Trent Brown. I'd say Daniel Jones is kind of a tier 3. He's not like an elite quarterback. I don't think he's in that next bunch that are like top 10 to top 12 guys. I think he's in that next tier that kind of hovers in and out of like the top 12 quarterbacks. Like he had good runs throughout the season, but I'm just not there when it comes to him. How come A.T. Perry isn't more highly regarded? Dude's a beast. Dude can't separate. I think he runs a decent route tree. I think he's got good route run skills, but I do question his ability to consistently separate. I think he's just a kind of a big contested catch guy, and I just don't fall in love with those guys. Same with Cedric Tillman. Like their testing could be important to me. Well, I say could be, but will be. Broshmo, he doesn't know how to pick people. Who are we talking about? If the Bears get Indy's pick at 35, who should they target? Really best available, whether it be receiver or someone or one of those edge players. If you do get Jalen Carter, that's what I would say. Oh, Theo needs help. Oh, okay. I got you. So Packers go Quentin Johnston. This would be kind of cool. What team would best fit Tyler Scott? Really, anybody that wants a vertical threat. I mean, the dude's speed. He's what, like, he's Jalen Hyatt, just not getting the hype. Let's see. We got Washington Commanders now go Miles Murphy. Oh, wow, that's interesting. We could talk about that one for a sec. What receiver archetype do you think would best be matched with JJ? Oh, I would look for like an after the catch machine. Oh, thank you, Tyler. All right, now I'm going to take a minute to kind of talk about these last two picks. All right. So Quentin Johnston going to the Packers. I like the idea of them adding more receiving threats. I really do like that. He's my top receiver. I like it. Miles Murphy's a bit surprising. Like, because you already got Montez Sweat. You're going to be getting a fully healthy Chase Young. I don't know. I'm not in love with that one initially. Like Miles Murphy, like what are you moving him to the interior? Are you moving on from any of those young guys? Like I don't know. Would it surprise you if Jason goes in the top 10? A little bit. But again, his testing is going to be important to how people view him. I agree with Keyshawn Boutte at 35, and he is best available. I like him for the Bears. Who should Seattle take at 20 if they do take QB at 5? Branch, honestly, best player available, Chuck. I don't buy the Quentin Johnston hype. Theo wanted Branch. Oh, Theo wanted Branch? Well, tough luck. Jordan Addison going to the Steelers. Wow, that actually feels like an Alex from Hail Mary Sports pick, which is kind of interesting. But they get that speed, not just a vertical, but A good route runner, very horizontal and vertical threat that could just separate. I think that's a good addition to the likes of Deontay Johnson and George Pickens. There we go. What wideout fits the Browns the best in your opinion for your specific player? Well, I mean, with where they're picking, I'd probably be looking at maybe if Josh Downs falls there. Maybe I'm looking for a bit more speed. Nathaniel Dell. It really depends. Like you gotta look at guys realistically who are gonna be in around your pick. All right. I'm gonna go to the Saints. Let's try to get. Maybe I just try to get this third. So I'm like really alive here. Oh my gosh, look at all the picks I don't have. I can't make trades. Well, I can't. Oh, shucks. Yeah, I legit can't make trades. Man, can't do nothing with the Dolphins. That Washington tick may be because they think they're losing Deron Payne on defense. They're two different roles. They're very different roles. I don't think that's the thing. Like they're two vastly different roles. All right, Osiris Torrance. There we go. Help the run game. I guess Big Daddy V is out of town here for Detroit. How do I do this? I open my mouth and I talk, Jason. I talk. All right, but yeah, no, I assume this is Big Daddy V's out of Detroit. So I love Osiris Torrance, man. He's one of my favorite prospects in this class. Only thing I can think is that he wants to trade Chase for mega draft compensation. That might have been the case after his rookie season. I don't know how much he'd really garner here. I forgot Payne is DT and Murphy is edge. My fault. Well, I mean, Murphy's at 275. Like, he's kind of a, not really a tweener, but like, because he's a really good athlete. I won't want him on the interior full time. There's Brian Branch. This is the interesting thing because there's not a lot of like, if you look at the Bucks, Mike Edwards, free agent. Logan Ryan, free agent. Keanu Neal, free agent. They have no one at safety unless they want to move Antoine Winfield, who mainly played in the slot, back to safety, which you could do with Brian Branch. So I like that. I like that pick. I think that does make sense. Do you see the Colts Bears trade included Bobby Okereke, which I know he doesn't go by Okereke, it's something else, but and Kenny Moore? I did not see that. Was that in the chat? Is there a chat? I don't know how to get to the chat. If there's a chat. Oh, there it is. It's up there. All right, Seahawks. This is their pick. Michael Mayer. I don't think Seahawks fans are going to like that. They hated when I did that like a few months ago. I don't know how Seahawks fans are going to. Isn't that. Okay, Side Scout. I don't know who Side Scout is. Here, hold on. Let me do this. Okay, this is okay. Here's the trade details. Okay. So they send the fourth, a third this year, a second, and a third next year, and trade Babo Gariki and Kenny Moore. That's very interesting. All right, well, we got two more picks off the board here. Let's talk about Michael Mayer going to the Seahawks. Like, Noah Fan, if they don't want to extend him, Because what? He's still on his rookie deal. Okay, that's fine. Will Disley's there, but Will Disley isn't a number one. They got Kobe Parkinson, but he's more of a big slot tight end 2 type. Like Michael Mayer's not a bad pick there. I know Seattle fans probably won't like that. I love the pick of Anton Harrison. You'd have to, of course, move him to right tackle, but I think he's a good scheme fit in terms of like that wide outside zone blocking scheme. Though, who did they hire at OC? Kellen Moore. Ooh, so maybe not as much. Like we might see like the outside zone, but a little bit more like inside zone, like duos and such. Jackson Smith-Njigba is one that we've talked about here. It makes sense for the Baltimore Ravens. He's a very good run blocker, and he's just a guy that can create after the catch. They kind of need that. Let's scroll back up here. Whoopsies. Given the lack of size at receiver, any chances guys like A.T. Perry and Cedric Tillman get pushed up boards? They could, but there's some size on day 2. Pete has talked about Mayer on podcast. It would not surprise me if they took him at 25 after a trade down. Well, 25 is a very specific number. You mean like a trade down with the Giants trade up? Yeah, Brian Brazee here. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm getting the feeling that because you know how Deontay Banks is getting pushed up boards a lot, and he is a really good fit schematically. For me, it's like, is it too early? Like I'm probably gonna be one of the last guys on Deontay Banks, admittedly. But if he tests out well, then yeah, he's gonna start getting that first round talk and talked about as that next guy after the top 3 corners, which he's a good fit for Flores here. So low key could be Deontay Banks here. You know, it'd be crazy. Bijan. What app do you use to make this draft? It's Walk the Mock. Check the description. You gotta be a premium member. All right, so the picks off the board. I think it was Zay Flowers. So they're grabbing Zay Flowers to match up with Justin Jefferson. It's a lot of crazy speed. Good route runner in Zay Flowers. And totally screws the Giants. So perfect. Well, Giants already traded down. Apparently Broncos traded up. What? So that good sports, he traded a first, a third, and his thirds this year to move up for the Broncos for what? I swear if he goes quarterback. I swear, dude, if that's good, if that's good sports, I bet you he's coming in here and he's gonna meme hard. I bet you this pick's gonna be a meme of the century. He's an excellent fit for the new scheme. Just think it's too early. I agree, but I'm saying he might. Is it Pernera? I thought it was Pena. Like Pena. Pena. So Pernera. Dude, I bet you he moved up and he's gonna be memeing, man. I like Zay Flowers. I would have liked him a lot for the Giants. So Cam Smith needs a big combine this week. A lot of people are questioning his athletic ability in terms of does he lack the high-end athletic ability compared to some of the other top corners or a lot of the other like next tier corners? That's why you see him fall in some of these mocks. So he's going to need a good workout this week to kind of like reestablish that he's a first-round guy. So that's something to look out for at the draft. You know what? I should just do a draft video and talk about all this. Like do a combine video. I think, yeah, I'm going to do a combine hot takes. We'll see. All right, what's the meme? What's the meme? Oh, that's not that big of a meme. All right, so I'm not cool with the Jags picking another outside corner because I like Darius Williams on the outside. In my opinion, they should be looking for like slot, maybe maybe some guard help. But I understand, it's like, do you want to take like a Steve Avila or a John Michael Schmitz here? Like, anywho, Bijan. So, that good sports. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You could have multiple good running backs on the same roster. It's just unfortunate when they comes time to pay them. Huh. And to be fair, Javonte Williams, what? He's going into year 3 now. He will not be ready until probably November. Where, like, if you're kind of looking at the same timeline for J.K. Dobbins, probably won't be ready till November. So, like, getting Bijan, honestly, it's not that wild. He gave up a lot of draft capital, though. That kind of sucks, but is what it is. Jahmyr Gibbs going to the Cowboys here. I really think they probably franchise Tony Pollard, and they kind of wait to get at it, like just try to cut ties with Zeke, and just move forward with Pollard. Like, yeah, I mean, I get Gibbs, I understand it, but I really think that's how it's gonna play down. Hey, that's good sports. Just won the draft. Yo, Bijan's legit. Bijan's great. I got to see him see him work at South Point out here in Arizona, yo. Dude, horns up. Y'all playing for Super Bowls now. What do y'all need draft picks for? What do the Broncos need draft picks for? Broncos country, let's ride. They got Mr. Unlimited, and now they got Mr. Unlimited at running back. Help Wilson. Help Russ cook. Help Russ cook. That's the thing, dude. Bijan's a chef, too. Oh, someone reached and ruined. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Hey, by the way, that's good sports. I love the channel. And I know that doesn't mean much coming from lowly me, but I really do, dude. I love your work. I love the clickbait sports guys too. They do great work. But dude, everyone loves Bijan. No one wants to pay for Bijan though, because it's like, oh, it's too early to draft a running back. Listen, if you got a banger offensive line, which to be fair, as long as the Broncos, I don't think they should trade Bortles. Oh my gosh, Garrett. We're gonna call him Garrett. I don't think they should trade him, and they got really good interior players with Glasgow, Miners, and gosh, I'm forgetting somebody there. I'm probably forgetting someone good too, but they got good interior players. Like, utilize it. Marshawn Lynch helped freaking Russ Cook. So we got Nolan Smith here. So this was a trade up. Bulls, thank you. I want to say Bortles. I'm stuck in the Blake Bortles era. Thank you. So I gotta let Gojo back in with the Chiefs up on the board soon. We all know Gojo's a Chiefs fan. You want to say hi to the chat? Tyler Scott or Josh Downs? I have Downs higher. He's a bit more of a route runner. Scott's a speedster. I feel like I'm getting dark. What the heck? All right. Say hi to Gojo, everybody. Russ plus Bijan equals Super Bowl. Loss. Hey, at least y'all get in the Super Bowl. Dolphins think they're good just because they get to the playoffs. You kidding? I'm still living in turmoil here as a Dolphins fan. I'm kind of dead inside anyway. They thought they were going to be so good after Flores took them to the playoffs, and then what happened? Missed it. No, he didn't even take them to the playoffs. Well, we won 10 games and missed the playoffs, right? I don't know. So Nolan Smith going here. They got to pay contracts to Rashawn Gary and Preston Smith. I feel like they extended him, but I feel like he could be a cap casualty later. Hey, stay hot. Howdy. Howdy, guys. Dalton Kincaid. We'll talk about it in a sec. I'm busy petting my dog here. He is cute, right? Gojo, dude? Gojo's a Chiefs fan, though. That's the only thing I don't like about him. So, Nolan Smith kind of makes sense. Like, Kingsley and Agbari. He played well this year, but he's a rotation guy. You get Nolan Smith, who's a really good run stuffer, even though he's a bit undersized. And then Dalton Kincaid. I'd go tackle here because you know what? You know what the Bengals, you know what really killed them in the playoffs? Poor tackle play. Poor offensive line play. And you ain't going to tell me Jonah Williams, oh, he's going to come back and be solid. He's a very average tackle. La'el Collins really hasn't been the same since the injury, and now he's coming off an ACL. I like the idea of like a Darnell Wright here. Dalton Kincaid, though, one of my, like, he's been my tight end too since what? Like my pre-summer or post-summer evals. If you've been around for the, like, if you've been around here on the channel, you know Kincaid was already my tight end too. I was a big fan. So Hayden Hurst is a free agent. I get it, but I'd be going with tackle. So howdy, stay hot. Oh, by the way, if y'all could like this stream, I'd appreciate that a bunch. Mucho gracias. Named after Satori. I can't say Gojo's first name. Yeah, it's Jujutsu Kaisen. Dude, your Chiefs are about to pick. Calm down and wait. We got to get through the bot, and then we got to get through the other bot, Alex from Hail Mary Sports. Remember, at Broshmo in the chat. That way it highlights my name, and I can address your comments. On top of that, Gojo, at Broshmo in the chat. Or you could super chat. It's also another good way to support the channel, but not necessary. I mean, if you don't want to. You don't have to throw your money at me. I mean, you could. Maybe I'll start undressing. Get the music going. All right, so the bot here for the Saints takes Brian Brazee. It's exceptional value, really. It really is. Oh, Alex traded down. He's on full Howie Roseman mode. But Brian Brazee is really good value here. What? They have Anumata. They have Shy Tuttle. They're all free agents on the interior, so getting interior help is key. All right, we got Arizona Cardinals going with Keely Ringo. I actually like this pick now with the Jonathan Gannon in tow. Showed up for Broshmo, stay for Gojo. So they move up. Let's see the trade. Let's see a couple of these trades. All right, so okay, that's decent value for the Bills. They get a second, a third, and 2 fifths. One next year, though. This trade. So Hail Mary Sports, the Eagles, they trade back. They'll be getting a second, a high second, a third, and a fourth in 2024. So not bad. So I like the Keely Ringo edition. Best draft analyst. Love the Jameer Gibbs pick. Go Cowboys. Well, I didn't select it, and hopefully you're talking about me. I try to do good draft work, but at the end of the day, I'm just a football fan, man. Just giving out my opinion, so everyone could crap on it in the comments. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Do you think it is smart for the Steelers to take a wide receiver with their first round pick? I would probably. This is how I think it'll go, and it could be vastly different. Obviously, Joey Porter was not available when they picked at 17. You gotta decide: do you want in or do you want out? The Chiefs are literally about to pick, bro. Come on, get with it, Gojo. Get with the program. You want love? Look, the Chiefs are about to pick. Keon White, do you like the pick, Gojo? Oh, he's really quiet, guys. He's a spag guy, though. Keon White's like 280. He's a spag dude. He's basically going to replace Frank Clark once you cut that terrible contract. You're not happy, huh? Oh, well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. For me, the Steelers, and we'll get to the Keon White. All right, buddy. Okay, I'll talk with you right here. Yeah, we need Gojo's approval, right? So, like, with the Steelers, I think ideally you get Joey Porter at that next pick because I really think that they're gonna focus. All right, bye, Gojo. Have a good night. I think they're gonna. I think at pick 32, first pick in the second round, because you saw Mike Tomlin. He was kind of smitten when he was looking at the offensive tackles like Darnell Wright, DeJuan Jones, and I think that's the pick here. But again, obviously, it didn't go that way here with the Steelers because what Joey Porter gone, like the corners were gone by pick 10, the top three. So of course you kind of got to deviate from strategy, but I think that's how it probably plays out. But again, I mean, kind of go with best value on the board. You know, if you're the Steelers, if you feel it's a receiver, go for a receiver. Keon White, I kind of already talked about it. He's kind of in the mold of typically what Steve Spagnuolo likes on his defense. So yeah. Gojo's the solo Sokoa. He's the enforcer. No, Akila's the solo Sokoa. Gojo is Gojo's more Jimmy Uso. He's more Jimmy Uso. All right, so we got a couple of picks coming in here now. Hot and steam Jalen Hyatt. There's Hyatt. So there's your Cook's replacement. Honestly, that's not a bad spot for him. I like Jalen Hyatt in that range. So the Steelers, in fact, go with Darnell Wright. I'm really projecting that to be Darnell Wright, DeJuan Jones. Would that be something necessarily I do? I think the value is good there. But, but, yeah, again, kind of depends how the board falls. But yeah, Darnell Wright comes in to challenge Dan freaking Moore, who's I think very mid. Core Force kind of mid. But Jalen Hyatt, I actually kind of like for the Goat House. Oh, I forgot Goat House was doing the Texans. That's pretty dope. Like Hyatt's a good pick. Like they're there now. You can move on from Brandon Cooks. That's essentially your speed threat. Brandon Cooks is a bit more, but I think you could probably develop Jalen Hyatt to be like a bit more than just like his trump card is. Hey, I go fast, real far. Kalijah Cansey, that's a solid pickup for the Eagles. I think he'd be good. That's a good pairing with Jordan Davis for the future. You could bring back Fletcher Cox or some other like defensive. They got other guys that could bring back. Maybe Hargrave. I don't know. That's gonna be pricey. I don't know how the Eagles do it. But yeah, because they like a deep rotation on the defensive line. So I highly recommend watching Stay Hot. The podcast is really fun, and I love Theo. See, okay, so it is Stay Hot. It is Stay Hot. Okay, I saw Theo. I put Theo Ash in, and it came up Stay Hot, but there was also a Theo Ash, so I didn't know what I was looking at for. I'll check out Stay Hot. I'm down for it. I love Theo Ash's all 22 and prospect breakdown. Gonna have to tell me how they do prospect, how they do all 22 and not get hit with a freaking copyright claim. Levis equals Bortles. Hyatt is a Shanahan, is in a Shanahan type of offense though. They use Brandon. Okay, they use Brandon Ayuk as a vertical threat too. Calm down, calm down. Like it can make it work. Who did the Bills draft? They traded down John Michael Schmitz. So they grabbed what? Skoronsky, right? They grabbed Skoronsky, so Skoronsky's playing tackle then. Or Elijah Vera Tucker, because here's your center right here, John Michael Schmitz. That's what's going down there. Very interesting. So either one of the two, Peter Skoronsky or Elijah Vera Tucker. Elijah Vera. Yeah. ATV. AVT. There we go. Yeah, Elijah Vera Tucker. One of those two probably kick out then to center. Or I said to center, to tackle. So either Skoronsky's playing guard or Elijah Vera Tucker. I think that's very interesting. So the Rams here picking at pick 5, I suppose. Pick 5 in the second round. Let's see. Thoughts on Paul versus Fury? I don't really care, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really care about what is YouTuber boxing. I'm not invested. I'm not invested. All right. Okay, you're a bot. You should know your pick immediately. Come on. Let's get it in here. So I'm picking 21, and honestly, I'm surprised. Linebackers still on the board. Dolphins kind of need a linebacker. Other spots. I mean, obviously tackle. But at this point, I'm probably looking at. DeJuan Jones is still around. But I don't think he'll be around long. So maybe Matthew Bergeron probably be the guy. Steven Vila's there too, but I don't think we really need interior because I really liked what they had in Robert Jones last year. Forget Liam Eichenberg. Isaiah Foskey, so they get some edge help. Opinions on Keon White, haven't watched, but I've heard he's a great player. He's strong, he's explosive, very linear. Bit unpolished though. Keep in mind the dude transitioned from tight end to edge back in like 2019 at ODU. Made the move to Georgia Tech, but didn't really get to play because he opted out of the Rona year. Hurt his ankle, I believe, in 2021, and then he went on to have a banger year this year. Winner of the DBs and the QBs and wide receiver days for the Combine. Go watch the beginning of the live stream where we looked at that. Because I don't have it up on me right now, and I already forgot. Siaki Ika. So they get that nice meaty boy there in the middle for the defense. Nice space eater. What do I think about the Finns drafting a center and putting Connor Williams back at guard? Well, I don't think we have a problem at guard. We got Robert Hunt there. We got and I think Robert Jones, there was enough moving forward to go with him. Obviously, Liam Eichenberg, I don't want any part of him. But I think the Dolphins should be looking for a tackle. Oh, did he break his ankle pick up basketball? I don't know. I don't have my notes in front of me, so I was just kind of like saying all this from memory. So Isaiah Foskey, they get pass rush. Honestly, I would have went in on a tackle though if I were or I would have went on the offensive line. The offensive line is kind of a mess for the Rams right now. Maybe they're hoping like some of the guys they got will develop. We'll see. We'll see. Where do I see Gervon Dexter going? I don't know. I have a top 200 big board video on the channel. You could probably check that out. All right. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. It means the world to me. Think of the bigger picture, guys. Hit that thumbs up, and you'll warm my heart and my loins. Anywho, Seattle passed on Sanders, Simpson, and Ojulari. Crap. Well, okay. Let's look at Seattle's draft real quick because they took Michael Mayer, and they took Anthony. Oh, you're right. They probably could have got Edge. That might have been Edge might have been the better call. Linebacker, I don't know. I feel like nose tackle and linebacker, they're pretty equivalent to me. But then again, Simpson and Drew Sanders are both much higher on my board. So the Bengals, after they moved back up to get DeJuan Jones. So I like this. So Mr. Vance Meek here actually moved masterfully in this draft. So they gave up their third. So they swapped seconds, gave up a third. Let's see So they grabbed Dalton Kincaid, and again they swap seconds, just give up a third to move up to get DeJuan Jones. So kind of a masterful move, solid draft by the Bengals there. Darnell Washington. Well, didn't they invest money in Ian Thomas like a year ago? Not that it's a long term. They also got Tommy Tremble, who I feel like they could utilize better. But Darnell Washington's kind of a meh pick to me because I think you have to have, and I guess no duh, Frank Reich, he likes big, meaty tight ends with You had Woods last year. You had Mo Alley Cox. But like Darnell Washington, you have to have a plan for him. He isn't your standard tight end. He really isn't. Because I think he's limited laterally. He's just not that dynamic. Be like, oh, I've seen him hurdle. And it's like, cool. Cool. See, I don't know what that is. Does Kobe Wooden slide up the draft board? We'll see. He's a big tweener. I think the DN out of Kansas State is gonna be a stud. That's Felix and you DK Uzama. Yeah, I think he's gonna be good too. Yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting for my pick to come up. Honestly, what was the Cardinals trade details? It was they gave up a third this year and a fourth next year, and to move off their second round pick. Jelani, thank you. Kyle Granson was kind of an outlier. Kyle Granson was a very undersized tight end. Slightly undersized. He wasn't like extremely undersized. All right, Saints second pick. They got Brian Brazee, and now they're going with Antonio Johnson. That's interesting. I mean, I know it's the bot. It's the computer. But it's kind of like they got the Honey Badger. They got Marcus May. So you bring in Johnson to play big slot? Wasn't Bradley Roby in the slot last year for him? What do I think of Emmanuel Forbes? Go watch my cornerback rankings. So I think we have multiple picks that just came in here. Send you a DM for a potential trade in the draft. Like what do you mean a DM? Like on my Twitter or in the chat? I'm very behind it. I don't really say anything. Just send me an offer on here, dude. Or put it in the chat. I'm commentating, my man. I'm doing things. How far did the Bears move back to get an extra second rounder? They moved to 4. Oh, is Roby a free agent? I don't remember seeing that. I'm not positive though. 1997. All right, we got a couple of picks to talk about here. Drew Sanders going to the Tennessee Titans. Obviously, David Long is a free agent, so that does make sense. You get a guy with great length, patrolling the middle. Ooh, that's a good pickup by the Colts. You kind of solved that Will Freeze problem. Then BJ Ojulari. So they grabbed BJ to be a outside Myles Garrett. They ain't got no one rushing the passer outside on the edge. Like no one's worked. So BJ is a bit of a finesse guy, but he gets the job done, man. Steve Avila. I love this pick for the Colts. I absolutely love this pick. They get to replace Will Freeze. And it kind of completes their line. I think Bernard Ryman's going to do pretty well at left tackle next year. Like he showed some promise this year here and there. What do I think about? I don't like Cody losing in Mania. Remember, at Broshmo in the comments. That way, you can. That way you highlights my name in the chat. But I saw something here. Hold up. Steven, I like the pick of Drew Sanders. I don't see what's wrong with that pick. David Long's a free agent. Look at the quad. How about you put at Broshmo and maybe I'll think about it. Does the Princeton wide receiver slide up? Let's see how he tests out the combine. All right, Derek Hall going to the Seahawks, so they get that pass rusher. All right, so the Jets, they moved up to up here, whatever. And they gave up a third for it. So there it is, quad. There it is. All right. This was a trade as well. As we had basically the Falcons get a third and a sixth for flipping second round picks. This was a part of the Packers moving back up in the first round. The Bills, they grabbed a... Okay, Bills. Okay. It's a long wait until 87. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I'm not even at 87. I got a pick coming up in a little bit. All right. So the Bills, they picked up, moving back from their first round pick, they picked up the second, a third, a fifth, and a fifth in 2024. All right, we got the Patriots pick in. Bears get DeJuan Jones. DeJuan Jones is already off the board. Trenton Simpson. Patriots get a linebacker. What would be your ideal Dolphins pick? A tackle. Be a tackle. Each and every time it'd be a tackle. Clark Phillips. He's a solid fit for Jack Del Rio's scheme. Could probably kick him in the slot early. Josh Downs, by the way, going to the Bills. I feel like that's very... Like, they have Khalil Shakir there. And I feel like that's just a very similar style player. Not in love with it. But, I mean, with the Dolphins picking the second round, man, it's kind of tough to project. The pick was good, adding another wide receiver. Hey, Walk the Block, I love you too. It's just you're adding a very similar style receiver, like Khalil Shakir, who you grabbed last year. Who are you most excited to see at the Combine? Miles Murphy. I'm excited to see what the... Excited to see some of the speedsters. Cam Smith, I'm excited to see what some of the corners test out at. But the thing was, last year, a lot of them just did the 40 and opted out of the rest of the workout. So we only had like 6 guys do the 3 cones. So it was like, what other receivers were still on the board? Well, we had the likes of Nathaniel Dell, Michael Wilson, Parker Washington, Jaden Reed. But, I mean, you're really getting into the weeds here. I'd probably be looking at Nathaniel Dell and Michael Wilson. And honestly, I think Dell would kind of been the guy, really. All right. Dosa Dion, what you got, bro? You're amazing, and I'm really loving my Colts draft. Yeah, no, the Colts have drafted well, dude. I mean, they drafted up and got C.J. Stroud. That kind of like broke my heart because I love Bryce Young, but I love the Steve Avila pick. Nick Herbig. Ooh. So I'm guessing you're trying to work him as an off-ball. That's the thing, man. He's a little interesting. Dell is so small. Yes, he is. What was the Giants trade? Have they traded recently? Like, listen, I can only try as much as I can to keep up with trades. Are we talking about in the first round here? Because they were this pick. So they got 2/3 this year, a third in 2024, and a first in 2024. So they could grab their new quarterback that year. Do you think Byron Jones is going to retire? Wasn't he already kind of like, I'm pretty sure Byron Jones kind of like, if you can't jump or run, he's probably retiring. I'm just assuming he is no longer going to be with he's not going to be playing football next year. Way too early for an off-ball linebacker, and a guy that has to transition to off-ball linebacker. He's more of a blitzer right now at this point because he was primarily a pass rusher. Where I think Jacoby Myers is heading in free agency. Dude, yeah, he's asking for a lot. I think a good spot would be the Bears. I would love him to go to the Bears. That is a lot of money though for a Jacoby Meyer. Have you thought of doing Madden franchises? I know we would love to see it if you're up for it next year. I've thought about bringing that back to the channel. Like I've tried it during the summer last year. It's just like again, when you got someone like Bangle who kind of does that, he's kind of got the cornerstone on that market. Like it might be something I try to bring back. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Have to go get a PS5. Are they still $800? Manuel Forbes, by the way, going to the Steelers here. Kind of an interesting fit pick. I think they can make it work with him. I think they did play quite a bit of cover 3 last year. So Forbes, he's a very zone diverse corner. Deontay Banks, okay, that's kind of a money pick for the Bucks. So they coming out Brian Branch and they grab Deontay Banks. So addressing the secondary, I kind of like it. Do you think Jack Campbell is a Dan Campbell guy? Yes, I do. Henley is better than Simpson. I said it. Yo, Snorkel, dude. Long time no see or long time no chat. Straight up, like, I really do like Henley a lot. Let's see how Simpson comes in, measures out, and tests in comparison to Henley. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Byron said he was going to wait until he is released by the Dolphins and then retire because of money. Oh, okay. Well, sounds like that's what's going to happen. So, haha, hee hee. All right, so Falcons are picking here via... Oh, I'm on the clock, by the way. I should probably get to task here. But they picked up an extra 3rd and a 6th by moving back here. All right. Y'all know I love Adetomiwa Adibari. Big fan. Will McDonald's here. Oh, Henley's here too. So is Stevenson. So this is my current big board. You got Luke Musgrave. Excuse me. So, like, legit, the tackle I'm looking at here, if I was looking for offensive line help, it's all the way here at 62, Matthew Bergeron. So, we're not looking at tackle. You got to think about for the sake of value. So, value, you're looking at Will McDonald. You're looking at Ibari, Henley, too. Stevenson, Luke Musgrave. I think these are the guys I'm looking at. These, excuse me. These, can I scroll down a little bit more? There we go. So I'm looking at these 3 guys. Musgrave with Gesicki as a free agent makes sense. They really have no one at tight end. Stevenson, because the cornerback group, at least on the outside next to Xavier Howard's questionable. I bet they tried putting Nick Needham there, and he did what he could. I'm not going to think of the interior, unfortunately, as much as I do like Anibari. We just spent all this money on the edge with Chubb. We invested in oh my gosh, what's his face? Phillips. So I think I'm gonna go with freaking McDonald. Like, McDonald's just really good value at pass rush. We could be flexible with how we, like, versatile in terms of how Chubb is used. Like, honestly, Headley was kind of my selection. All right, how far to the Bears pick again? Well, they got a pick in, like, the next, like, right here. Like, it's 1 pick away. Eli Ricks going to... Ooh, I like that fit going to the Falcons. I like that fit for Eli Ricks. Yay, what up, Wavy? All right, I missed a couple of people in the chat. Where was Wolin on your board last year? I believe 72 or 73. Simpson's gonna test freakish. He hit 4.4 in train last week. See, I assumed so. I'm kind of curious. Will he be 243 though? Let's see. Am I okay? Okay, I'm all up to date on the chat. Okay, cool. Would Kincaid be there at the second round for the Commanders? I don't think so with the hype he's getting right now. Where do you think Hendon Hooker's ceiling is on draft weekend? I think he could sneak into the top 50. Nathaniel Dell. Ooh, going to the Chargers. I love that. Texans traded Brandon Cooks to the Bears uh for a third? For your information. Okay. That's sick. Thank you, Walk the Mock. Okay, so Brandon Cooks. He has a data there. So the Bears got Brandon Cooks. That's kind of sick. Yeah, I like the Nathaniel Dell for the Chargers. You get that vertical speed threat. They need that burner. They need that separator downfield. My mustache literally just got stuck to the mic. So we grabbed Will McDonald. We'll see what we do here at in the third round when it starts. Who are you talking about, Ryder? How come he slid to the fifth even after testing great? And then do you think Brent's could take that type of slide? No. Brent's is probably gonna be like a early day 3, late day 2 guy. I think I like Woolen takes that slide because one, he played in the group of 5. 2, the lateral ability not great. You know he's a great straight line athlete, but he didn't test well laterally, so. What about the Dolphins at corner with Byron Jones news? Yeah, no, I thought about corner, but Will McDonald, man, was just that far up, man. Raiders traded Renfro to the Texans for a third. Why would the Texans take Renfro? They got hopefully John Mechie coming back. Go Joe. Buddy, chill, my friend. Who's coming up here? The Giants. I really don't want to give him my third. I really don't want to give him my third. It's been rejected. No kidding. No kidding. It's been rejected. I literally have no draft capital to trade with. My gosh. I literally have no draft capital to trade with. Oh my gosh. I guess it is what it is. Felix ADK Uzama, though, that's a good pickup for the Bears. All right. The Bears already have Claypool and trade for Cooks. Bears need to focus on the O-line. They need receivers. They have no playmakers. Even with Claypool, they have no playmakers. Focus what on the offensive line? They got good players there. Any players you can trade? Well, I don't think I could trade players with the bots. I'm mainly trying to target the bots so I could get maybe a lopsided trade. Tully Toy Piloto is an interesting pickup there. He's going to be playing 3-tech, though. I like it. He's going to be moving to the interior. Who do you compare Michael Mayer to in the NFL right now? TJ Hawkinson. I like that. I like that comp right now. It's not official for me, but I like it. Like, can you trade players? Let's see, I can't trade players to bots. See, let me tell y'all what I was doing here. I was focusing on the bots to make trades. Oh, I no longer have a trade offer. Okay. There goes Jalen Duncan. Ugh. See, I was mainly trying to focus trading with the bot so I can take advantage of the bot. But I don't have even the draft capital to mess around with the trade up. I probably should have been trading down. But hey, I think we're going to get to our pick. They're at 14 with some quality guys. I really do. Does the run of older prospects over the next few years make the NFL devalue age for a few years due to the COVID year? Uh, Potentially. I think it still matters in terms of what is their physical tools look like at that age? Because if you're an older prospect but your tools kind of suck, you're not gonna get pushed up, even if your production's good. So never trade with bots. They love asking for too much. Really? Oh well. Don't take my Giants pick from the bot. Okay, Mr. Race. All right, so we see Telly Peloto kind of talked about what he's probably doing there in Detroit. Jalen Duncan is, to me, he's a developmental guy, probably heir apparent to um, Cam Robinson. So I think we see Walker Little this year, a right tackle. They could move him back to left, but I think Duncan probably could play either side. I think he played right tackle this year, right? Okay. Okay. I'm not looking to be taken advantage of. There goes Tyreek Stevenson. I was kind of hoping he might fall a little bit, but there's good corners on in the third round. It's fine. That's actually a good pick by the Vikings. It's a good pick. Dude, everyone's sleeping on my boy Addy Tomiwa? Come on, guys. Come on. Which QB in the late round could turn into a starter? Clayton Tune. I think Aiden O'Connell has that potential too. Yeah, Jawan Taylor's a free agent. I know that. That's why I said Walker Little and Cam Robinson, the guys who will be playing tackle next year. All right, Keyshawn Abute. I don't think he's what they're looking for speed guys, aren't they? Because they picked up T.Y. Hilton after they couldn't pick up OBJ. So like, I don't know. Oh, I said the Vikings instead of the Giants. My bad. My bad. I misspeak all the time. If you've seen a video from Broshmo, I misspeak all the time. All right, so we got the Bills up here. Their first selection was Josh Downs. Wasn't in love with it. Well, the Cowboys already have guys at tight end. Like, why add another? Like, I'm sure they like Hendershot. I'm sure they like Ferguson, and that's why they're gonna let Schultz walk. Why are you gonna add another guy to that rotation there? Or at least why are you gonna add a guy early to that rotation there? Yeah, the Nick Herbig pick was kind of questionable to me. But Tully Peloto, I thought was a really good pick though for Detroit. I mean, I like Nick Herbig though, but it's just I don't know how quick he'll be off ball. Who do you pay, Montez Sweat or Chase Young? Well, let's see how Chase Young plays this year. Because I kind of lean Montez Sweat just because he's produced. He's been on the field. Oh, there goes Matthew Bergeron. So there goes dreams of getting him on the third round. That's a good pickup though. You could start him guard early and then eventually maybe phase out Spencer Anderson. Spencer Brown. Spencer Brown, not Spencer Anderson. I don't think I know Spencer Anderson. Not personally, at least. Oh, buddy. We got the Raiders. So they traded back, right? Yeah, they picked up an extra third and swapped seconds. This was where the Bengals moved up to get DeJuan Jones, which was a really good pick. Well, the Panthers. Okay, Alex. The Panthers took Darnell Washington. So unless you're gonna convert Washington to tackle, you better not take Musgrave. Julius Brents, you are a Minnesota Viking. Well, we'll see. All right, Raiders pick up here. Las Vegas Raiders take Hendon Hooker. Ooh, so that's who they were. That's why we didn't see Will Levis early. I already did a Emro. I did a cap casualties cut video. I already did that. I did that a week ago. It's on the channel for you to see. Can you show me the available wide receivers? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Robert. Yes, sir, Mr. Lopez. Yes, sir. Mozzie Smith. Okay, they get a meaty boy. Because they've kind of struggled finding a meaty interior player to play along with Dwan or Derek Brown, and they moved to a 3-4 now, so they kind of need that space eater. Ah! Ha, ha! Oh, of course, Alex Hail Mary Sports would take. He loves Isaiah McGuire. Isaiah McGuire's good. I got a third round grade on him. All right. Michael Wilson, Parker Washington, Jaden Reed, Cedric Tillman, Rasheed Rice, A.T. Perry, Tyler Scott, Raheem Jarrett, Andre Yoshivas. You got Trey Palmer, Marvin Mims, Jonathan Mingo. Those are some of the receivers left on the board here. So Mozzie Smith pick makes sense. Isaiah McGuire pick, they love the trenches. Get more guys in there. Luke Musgrave to Kansas City would be hot. Thoughts on Vikings taking Johnson or Skinner and sticking them in the slot? I think, honestly, Skinner, I don't like Skinner in the slot. He should try to move to linebacker. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case for him, so just keep him as a box safety. Are you talking about Antonio Johnson? I don't mind moving Antonio Johnson to the slot. I like that. This is 3 rounds, baby. Here, I need to text my wife real quick and ask her a serious question. Dinner question mark. Let's see how she responds. Raiders traded 310 from Houston for Renfro to Bills for Ed Reed. Ed Reed only got a third round pick. Ed Reed only went for a third round pick. Interesting. All right, Sidney Brown. I don't think they need another safety. They're kind of grooming Brian Cook. They're gonna let rice or grilled cheese. But we agreed on the rice. I'm right now talking to my wife about dinner. All right. I thought Oliver would have gone for more than a third. So listen, they got Justin Reed. They have who else back there at safety? They have more than Justin Reed. Well, I guess okay. Brian Cook. Brian Cook was the guy they're grooming, I think, to take over for Davenport. I said Davenport for freaking Thornhill. So, Sidney Brown, I'm not in love with it because they literally used this pick last year to address their safety. Oh, now we're just throwing picks away. No. This had to be for a player. Thornhill is a free agent, but they have Byron Cook. Brian Cook. There we go. I've been seeing a little hype for Jaden Reed for his punt return ability, but he's also a good receiver. You say they play three safeties. You say they play three safeties when they were playing Snead and McDuffie a lot in the slot. They ain't playing three safeties so much anymore, my friend. Okay, I gotta figure out what. Here, let me go figure out what this trade actually was. Cardinals are trading D-Hop to the Bears for a third. D-Hop only went for a third. Highway robbery. All right. So good pick by the Cardinals, Keanu Benton. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that D-Hop only went for one day 2 pick. Henley's actually a really good pickup here by Goathouse. Goathouse is having a good draft. How does Arizona not take Adibari? Because you go for the more meaty guy, the 300-pounder in Benton. So that's why. And I understand that. Adibari isn't going to be a guy that can play consistently around the A or the B gap. Common Matt W. You're the Cards, right? No, are you the Cards? No. Who are you? You're the Packers, right, Mr. Stay Hot? I don't know. There's a bunch of y'all drafting, isn't there? So I'm a mess. I'm just commenting on the picks, man. Well, yeah, they used 3 safeties with Cook this year because he was the 3rd safety. But with now Thornhill gone, Cook moves up. And now you slide into those like slot and dime packages, Snead, and then McDuffie could kick inside and they move Jalen Watson outside. And you also have they're trading the Hopkins. Oh, they're trading the contract too. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a little bit more sense. Because that's a lot of dead money. Okay, they're the Bears, Packers, and Chargers. Okay, I see. Thank you. Astries. Yo, stay hot. Have me on the podcast. Podcast. You want to talk draft? I'm down to talk draft. I'm down to shoot the breeze. I'm a breeze shooter. I'm Shooter McGavin, dude. Isn't that what it was in Happy Gilmore? Shooter McGavin. Oh, dude, when freaking That's Good Sports was on, I should have shouted myself out. When he was in the chat, I should have been out here, out here saying, "Yo, get me on." I should have been clout chasing. Should have been clout chasing, man. What am I doing? I forgot what I was commenting on. I was commenting on the Chiefs backfield. So that's the sense I'm making up for it, because like I'm pretty sure they really like what they got in Joshua. There we go, Joshua Williams and Jalen Watson. That they'll let those guys play on the outside, and maybe you kick both Snead and McDuffie kind of in on those big sub packages. But outside of that, you're playing like McDuffie on the outside. So, so the Giants. This was via the Broncos trade. That Broncos trade for Bijan, dude. Hey, they're playing for the Super. They're playing for a Super Bowl window. If you're playing for a Super Bowl window, then you really don't care. You're welcome on the show anytime, the Kingdom says. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm down. I just want to talk draft. That's it. I love talking football. Kingdom, have me. Haven't I been on there before? I don't know. Dude. then I guess I'm having a grilled cheese. Yo, um, all right. So Noah Sewell going to the Giants. They need a linebacker. We already know that. Yeah. Yo, if you want, if y'all want me on the show, because I'm more than willing. I'm more than willing. I'm always clout chasing. Um, and I'm always wanting to talk football and draft. Slide in my DMs on Twitter. Slide in them. Hit me up in the comment section of my video. You don't even have to watch my videos. They suck. Every one of Seattle's picks have been reaches. I don't know. We'll go over all the drafts at the end. What do you think? Oh, I love Jose Ramirez. Got drafted by the XFL, I think, right? Yeah, pretty sure. A trade offer. Look at you back trying to fleece me. No, I'm gonna make my picks. I'm I'm making my picks. This is even good. This isn't even a good trade. Cody Mock's interesting. They're probably you're moving that cat to guard. Will Hernandez is a free agent, so you're moving him to guard. Yeah, Jose Ramirez, I'm a big fan of. High motor guy too. Am I biased because Noah Sewell played local, or is he a dog who plays a bit too hot? No, you are correct, and his coverage prowess is, not great. I'll talk draft anytime. They're always yelling at me to wait for the off season. Yeah, nah, dude, slide in my DMs. My schedule's a little funky for the next week and a half, but I'm always down to talk. Oh, Zach Charbonnet. They get a legit backup for Saquon. That's kind of dope. Would you be down to do Instagram live? Yeah, I'm down. I don't mind. I'll do it. Slide in the DMs. Slide in the DMs. I'm done clout chasing for the moment. I got to get back and talk what we got going on here, but slide in my DMs. What up, man? Late to the stream. Who have the Chargers grabbed so far? They got Nathaniel Dell. I forgot who their first round. Oh, Anton Harrison. Alex. Alex Hussey. Shh. We're not going to talk about him until the Dolphins pick at 14, okay? Let's just shh. Let's not talk. Let's not talk his name until the Dolphins pick at 14, okay? Hey, well, thank you, Brandon. I think I try. I try to make good videos, and I try to bring good content and give different perspectives and just try to come open-minded. Because I mean, there's a lot of different ways, especially with free agency not happening yet, that the draft can go. Obviously, things will clear up in a couple of weeks once free agency happens. By the way, we're gonna have a lot of free agency videos. It's a wild time. Keenan Allen, if he is cut by the Chargers, I want the Colts to go after him. Yeah, I still think they probably that'd be a good get. It's just he's expensive. Who's looking for a safety? What have Dallas picked? We'll go over picks at the end. They picked Gibbs though. I know that for sure. Who's looking for a safety? You could say the Bills. Didn't they already draft one though? They drafted one in here. Zach Harrison. So they grab more edge help. So that's interesting after going after Foskey. So safety help. Let's run through this. Possibly the Eagles, because Epps and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson are free agents. Let's see. I'm right now running through teams in my head. The Packers. Adrian Amos is a free agent. Savage was kind of in the doghouse a bit. Rudy Ford's a free agent. Let's see what else we got. Rams got a lot of free agents at safety. It's funny when you try to run through it through your head and you just like come to mental blocks. The Bucks, they have a lot of free agents at safety, which means moving Antoine Winfield from the slot. The Raiders could use another safety actually. Next to Morig. They go Brandon Joseph. Okay, so there goes safety. Okay. So grab Joseph to pair up with Morig. Let's see. Jets could use a safety. They really don't have one back there outside Jordan Whitehead. Let's see. Oh, think. Well, here comes Alex's pick. Luke Whippler, a center. Maybe I think he probably thinks Whippler could probably play guard. I'll bet you that's why Alex makes that pick. Or Jurgens can play guard. Let's see. Patriots could, but they like Phillips. They have Duggar. If anything, I'm thinking they're looking for a slot. Who's a good safety? Can't come out of the second or third round. I love my boy Marte Mapu at Sacramento State. Let's see. There's Quindale Johnson out of Memphis. AJ Finley out of Ole Miss. Those are good safeties. I mean, I could pull it up and help myself out, but let's do it from memory. What's the fun? Actually, I literally have my rankings right here. Well, okay. Well, let's do this. I didn't upload with the pick. Rasheed Rice, he gets a receiver who struggles to separate, much like the rest of his receivers. For me, these guys probably go in the third. Like Jair Brown's kind of like fringe day two. Ronnie Hickman's pretty solid, but I think he might be box only. Trey Dean's pretty solid. He's actually very versatile too. Where's Marte Mapu? Did they got him at linebacker? Where's Marte Mapu? Oh, there he is. Yeah, they got him listed at linebacker. Yeah, I'm curious what he ends up running. But those are some of the day three guys. Chris Smith. Okay. So Bills go with Chris Smith. Oh, we're just a few picks away. There's a lot of good players on the board. Is Marvin Mims still on the board? If so, the Browns should 100% take him. Yes, he's going to need a big combine. Just kind of prove that he's not a slot-only guy. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It would mean so much to me. It would. Why would the Cardinals trade back and get more draft picks? Cardinals need O-line more than anything else. I mean, I guess I could. I swear, if this is the Colts guy again. No, I'm keeping that pick. I'm keeping that pick. Devin A-Chain. Oh, they get a legit speedster. But I think like Kenneth Gainwell's kind of that, ain't he? Wouldn't you want to go with more of a meteor running back? I mean, I love me A-Chain. All right, we're just 2 picks away, boys. And neither of these two teams need the position I want to go. All right. So Eagles pick up a. Oh no. Yeah, Eagles picked up a third for trade back. Rasheed Rice isn't exactly what I think the Titans need at receiver. I think they need separators. That's right. Hit that like button or you're banished from the island of relevancy. I'm an honorary oos. I'm the honorary oos of the draft community of here on YouTube. That ain't a prediction. That's a spoiler. Shh, Austin. I don't want to. I don't want to jinx it. Cedric Tillman. Oh, that's interesting. That's another team though. I think they need a separator. Did they go with another wide receiver in this draft? They didn't. I don't know. Cedric Tillman could be interesting depending on how he pans out. Colts traded 311 for 2/3 this year. No, they did. Oh, earlier the draft maybe. Oh yeah, absolutely. I do all the work so Roman could clean up and get the win. No, look at me, dude. I got the Sami Zayn look going on. Even with the hair, it's just in a ponytail right now. Yeah, I get that they just need the Titans need talent at receiver, but they also need like speed. They need separation. Rasheed Rice went to the Senior Bowl, and you know what he didn't do? Separate. The Ravens will get a quarterback from Georgia, the 6th round. Oh yeah, get them a little Stetson Bennett, man, and then and then he's gonna be right up there with his 6 pack. I got the Roman look. Okay. Andre Carter. That's interesting. Didn't they pick up edge player earlier in the draft? All right. Well, this is Luke Musgrave, hands down. Oh, don't lie. He was a consideration with my 2nd round pick, and he's here in the 3rd. Yo, guys, show me love. Give me fire. What the heck? That's a banger pick. Ivan Pace is going to be a beast. Yeah, I like Ivan Pace a lot. It's just, man, that lack of length, lack of size. I don't know what that'll kind of entail. I don't think. I don't know how people think about him off ball. All right, we got another pick coming up. Ideally, it would be a tackle, but if you didn't know, tackle class kind of falls off a cliff right now. Like Voorhees, do I want to kick him at tackle? Probably not. The next guy is Wanya Morris, but that might be a consideration. But I mean, there's a lot of talent on the board. I don't think I'd sacrifice talent for need at this point. Dude, it's a banger pick. I can't believe it, dude. I was waiting. I was trying hard to trade up with New England. Thomas, you douchebag. How could you? Well, I'm just happy I got Musgrave out of this. I'm very happy about that. Like Will McDonald, I was like, man, honestly, the value's good. I really shouldn't pass on him. Okay, let's take him. But yeah, Musgrave being available here is kind of banger. I think maybe we kind of look at the corner or what's left at the corner class. That's not a lot. Yeah, there's some good mid-round tackles. I mean, they're like I might as well. What they got a 6th round pick. I'm not gonna address any tackle I'm taking in the 6th round. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna really care about. Maybe if guys like Warren McClellan, Sim Richards are there, that would be dope. So overall, this draft seems lackluster as far as star quality. Yeah, which it is. But there's like a ton of depth. So Mateo, yeah, you're not wrong there. Oh, dude, Eddie Bari is like, dude, he's totally a my guy, dude. I don't know. I don't exactly think ideally he's like a great fit for the Dolphins. Salter Vary's all right. I think he's a good project guy. I'm gonna drink a little bit of the bubbly. Dalvin Cook to the Dolphins for that sixth. I'd be down. Voorhees at center, but Voorhees is like 6 foot. 6. It's a tall center. 6'6". That's a tall center. Actually, I think I know where I'm going with my next pick. Hey, what up, tight it upload? How you doing, bro? Barre is fascinating, especially. Yeah, dude, he dominated the Senior Bowl. We are in the third round. Yeah, dude, he made Jarrett Patterson look like a child, and Jarrett Patterson's like what, a 5th-year player. All right, Jack Campbell going. Okay, that's a good pickup, Jack Campbell. Julius Brents. I know. The Goat House really likes Brents. Yeah, Goat House has had a really good draft for the Texans thus far. Great value for the Dolphins right now. Yeah, honestly, this is how. Listen, this is how you develop a team. You don't reach for need. You just draft good players. How do you build a team if we're not filling holes? Well, how are you building a team if you're sacrificing value? It's 3 rounds, faithful. How do you build a good team full of good players if you're sacrificing value just to fill holes? I was wondering, like, ain't no way that linebacker from Iowa went in the first, which is true. Yeah, no, I think Goat House has done well. Why not go center or guard? Because the value is not necessarily there. Defense needs a lot of help. Get Brents, potentially he's at number 2 because Steven Nelson's not the future. Like, he's a good bridge to your next guy, but knowing how much Thielen and Bill Belichick love each other, watch the Pats trade for him. Yeah, right. Yeah, DB. You say DB is the strongest part of the Texans, but it's like when you look at it, not really. Like, you have Steenley moving forward, and then what? You have Steven Nelson. He's a bridge option. What do you have after that? I have really enjoyed the XFL. I enjoyed the XFL. I don't think it was last year, but the year before. I enjoyed the first, not the very first incarnation, but I enjoyed the XFL last time, and it's been just as good. It's been great seeing players that you look going into training camps that maybe just miss out, make practice squads and such, go out there and do well, or maybe seeing some old names or guys that you really liked in college that were more UDFA choices and such. Like, I love the XFL. I love their kickoff rule. I think that's dope. Marcus Peters might be a good fit for Seattle. Yep. Is that tomato? Oh, you sexy woman. Is that chicken?
That one time I tried to make you grilled cheese tomato soup and you did not want it.
That's because you told me you were gonna make pasta.
That was easier.
Well, but this time you told me ahead of time. What's in it? What meat?
Turkey.
Turkey. Oh, you got lunch meat. Oh, I love you.
It'd be easier for you if you go back to work to make your own meals during the day.
Yeah, I'll figure something out. I'll probably starve.
As long as our children don't starve.
Yeah. No, they'll be fed. It's me that probably won't be. Gervin Dexter, by the way, went to the Steelers. I love you. Thank you. Oh, dude, the XFL was nuts when it first came out. There's JLL Skinner. I would honestly convert him to linebacker, though he shedded weight. Yeah, wife for the dub here. Gervin Dexter is interesting. He's a player with a lot of traits that just didn't perform well. Yeah, dude, food guaranteed is a way to a man's heart, man. I said man like 6 times there, but I don't care. All right, we're about to be up here. So the Jags move up. Man, Eddie Tommy Watt's such good value. I don't want to have to pass on that. Yeah. Oh, my wife's legit. Oh, I remember what I was thinking about doing. Actually, I got 2 ideas. We'll see which one plays out. Hey, there you go. That's a good trade up by Jacksonville. Oh, oh, this is so good. Oh crap, I'm picking. All right, so I think Tom Watt going to the Jags. That's a good trade up. There goes Kenny McIntosh. Oh, freaking love Kenny McIntosh. And honestly, that's such a good addition with Algier. All right. So Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson are both free agents. I'm going with Tajay Spears. Speed, explosiveness. What does Mike McDaniels love? He loves speed. He loves explosiveness, dude. I know. Kenny McIntosh is so underrated. So underrated. I was starting to think going with maybe a bit more size and Sean Tucker, but they're not too far off in size. All right, so that's my draft, boys and girls. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, this is tasty. So that's our draft. Could have been nice to get a corner, but kind of is what it is, you know. Oh, delicious. We're about to have the Chargers make the next pick. Mm-mm. Yeah, I had Jalen Waddle. Waddle was pretty good too. I played in a full PPR, so. Oh, dude, the runbacks in this draft are fun. They're so fun. I got a short out. Talks about my top running backs. I also got a video that talks about my top running backs. Oh, dude, Alex, when you made the pick for Isaiah McGuire, dude, I had a good laugh. Hey, let me ask for Luke Whippler, Alex, what is the plan? Where do you see him playing? I don't think Devin Duvernay is gonna get a lot of money anyway. So Jordan Battle, I prefer if the Chargers got a guy that was more of a deep safety. Um, like he's a high floor guy, most definitely. But I would have probably preferred if they went with the deep safety. But I do like Jordan Battle quite a bit. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Rudy Poo. Says Bull Take. Michael Penix emerges as the top quarterback next year. That is a very hot take. All right, so you got DJ Turner, Garrett Williams, Jalen Jones, Caillou Blue Kelly, Darius Rush, Carrington, Valentine, and such. We got also this cat right here, Keontrell Clark, but he's a slot only, but I really like him. And then we're going to take a look at the interior. Joe Tipman, Olusegun Oluwadatimi, Anton Mafi, Ricky Stromberg, Chandler Zavala. Zavala. Mazel tov. All right, DJ Turner is actually a good pick for the Ravens. Like him. Played a lot of man, though. Ravens kind of leaned more to zone, but I think that was because of injuries. But regardless, man, Turner's a good pick. He gets overlooked. He never just cracks my top 10 corners, but he's like a top 80 guy for me. Yeah, Cameron Ward's going to be definitely a sleeper. He's got to improve the decision making. I have watched Keontae Mitchell. Dude flies. He was not in my past running back rankings, but he made the top 10 the one prior to that. I think he got drafted to the XFL too. There goes Caillou Blue Kelly, baby. Yeah, I know that Wink Martindale's this disciple is there. I'm just saying what they were doing last year. Oh man. Yeah, KJ Jefferson's gonna be interesting. Quarterback class is gonna be very interesting until we find out who has bad years, who ends up staying. Like I already have like over 30 guys ready for next year's quarterback class. A lot of evals because I thought they were coming out this year. That's a good pickup right there, Mike Morris. So Bucks, they really address the defense. They go defense heavy in this draft. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that was so good. All right, quick reminder. We'll have a walk the mock for you, the subs, if you're a member to walk the mock on Tuesday night. So be on the look for that. Are you out on Spencer Rattler or no? I think he could be saved. I'm out on him as a day 1 and a day 2 pick. The guy still lives and dies outside of structure. He doesn't know how to play inside of structure. Jake Locker was all right until injuries, wasn't he? Like he was all right. He was good. He was all right. It's the only one that comes to mind right now. Oh, this soup's so good. All right, let's see what the Giants got. Jake Locker blue. But wasn't it injuries that kind of like really screwed his career? Like I thought he was pretty mid. What prospect this year do you think is going to end up being an XFL star? Oh, that's such a tough question. Probably one of the guys that got drafted, like a Keaton Mitchell. Kadeem Telfort, honestly, I just did his background today and like finally wrote up the eval for him. I really like him. That Luke Whippler pick was stupid. Alex, you made the pick. Oh, you started drinking heavily? Oh. Well, there goes Voorhees. That's a good pickup for the Cowboys. Joe Tippmann's a good pickup for the Giants. If you were the Eagles, 7th round, and saw Cunningham and DTR, who do you pick to be the backup? I think I'm taking Cunningham. I don't know. I don't really think either will be that great. Oh yeah, Tyler Scott got drafted to. Oh, it's the USFL draft, not the XFL. My bad. That's my bad, guys. That's my bad. It's the USFL draft. I knew I got those mixed up. Here, I want to take a quick look. Maybe I go with DTR. Actually, I think I might go with DTR. I think I'm going with DTR, guys. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. See, Washington better take O-line here. I see Isaiah McGuire going in the second round. He good. He didn't really stand out at the Senior Bowl. Didn't have a bad Senior Bowl, just didn't pop off. Will Mallory, I'll take a shot on him in the 7th round. The dude's hands suck balls. Oh, this is the other Alex. My bad. Sorry, my bad. I'm not Hail Mary Sports. What are you talking about? I made the pick. Sorry, because Hail Mary Sports is Alex. Sorry, I got y'all confused. I just saw Alex and I just thought Alex from Hail Mary Sports. That's my bad. All right. Ooh, I love Dorian Williams. That dude flies all over the field. Also has very good coverage prowess. Do you know if XFL and USFL have higher caliber players? The winner each should verse each other after their respective seasons. That would be kind of cool. Bill's picks are lousy except for Campbell pick. Oh no, we'll go through at the end. Henry Toa going to the Panthers. Jalen Jones going to the Colts. It's not a bad pick. See, we got a few more picks here. And we'll go over it at the end. I think A-Chain is a lot of fun, but that hurt me seeing Charbonnet go off the board right before the Whippler pick. Yeah, I agree. Probably would have someone a bit more tanky. Someone tell me I can't take Zach Evans for the Chiefs. I mean, y'all did fine with a low-cost free agent in McKinnon and a 7th rounder in Pachenko. But hey, if you want to burn a third on a running back and you're the Chiefs, go right ahead. Who am I to say anything? Oh, Mamma Mia is delicious. Oh. Oh, excuse me. I swear, this is Zach Evans, bro. We tried to talk you off the cliff. And he takes Parker Washington. Okay. Very similar to Sky Moore after Catch the Machine. Gonna be interesting. Byron Young at edge. Ooh, okay, okay. I was impressed with his run defense in the Senior Bowl. Do I think Zay Flowers and Antonio Brown comps make any sense? I'm not sure on those. I think they're similar. I don't know. I typically do comps after the combine, so that way you kind of like get how they tested and compare it to past prospects. Lindsay Scott out of Incarnate Word. Uh, he'd be lucky to make a training camp. I think he got drafted in the USF. Excuse me, USFL. Thoughts on Marte Mapu? My brother used to lifeguard with him when they were seniors in high school for some. I love Marte Mapu. He's a my guy in this class. The dude's got incredible length. I thought he really stuck out at least day one at the Senior Bowl. Um, he tore it up at the NFLPA Bowl. I think it was the NFLPA Bowl, and like, golly, dude, he's a very mature player, very interesting. Like, if you go look up interviews on him, man, very humble too, team leader. How do I feel about teams not employing a coordinator if the head coach is calling the plays? Think think you still want to kind of micromanage things, so bringing in a guy to at least help you out with that. I mean, hey, worked for what Bill Belichick last year, right? Yeah, Joe Judge calling the shots. Do you think Isaiah Spiller was a disappointment, or is it too early? Isaiah Spiller's not in the league anymore. I'm thinking of the Clemson guy, CJ Spiller, Isaiah Spiller. I wasn't that high on Spiller, and he was taken day 3, right? Like early day 3. Tanner McKee, but you got Sam Howell, and I love Sam Howell. No, I love Sam Howell. Why you gotta do that to Sam Howell? Why bring in competition? Jaden Reed's a pretty good pickup for Cleveland. I like that. Yeah, no, you gotta let a guy play past his rookie year. Unless he's pulling like what was the dude's name out of Georgia, and he got Isaiah Wilson, and he got drafted by the Titans in the first round, and he just pops up on TikTok or Instagram dancing on cars with like a 40 in his hand. You could maybe call it then. All right, so we got 3 more picks here. We got Breezy for the Niners. I love Sam Howell too, but we need a backup. I know. I mean, I get it. Carson Wentz, easy cut candidate. Heineke's a free agent. I get it. I get it. But I mean, knowing that you spent a third on McKee and you spent a fifth on Howe, it's not just you get a backup. Like that's legit competition. Oh man, I'm scared. Blake Freeland, man, dude needs to get stronger. He got roughed up in the Senior Bowl. Oh, oh, delicious. I'm on my last bites. Nick Foles and Matt Ryan are bye bye. Are cut. I can see Hendon Hooker taking the field his rookie year. He's apparently really far ahead um in his rehab. Rams very likely to trade Ramsey in the coming weeks. Hold on. Where are we seeing this the sorry, Gojo. Where are we seeing this news on Matt Ryan and Nick Foles? Okay, I don't see that. Is that just in general? Xavier Hutchinson pick was alright. It was alright. What up, Hoodlum? How you doing? Jake Freeland was a QB. Dude, I know. He also holds the state javelin record. He's kind of a beast. And then we see Alabama. So Niners stick in the trenches as they usually do. So let's go ahead and go through this draft, and hopefully I don't miss a team. Golly, my nose is running. Who's my comp for Hendon Hooker? Ooh, I haven't really thought about that. I feel David Garrard might be fair, but again, I have to really look into it. I love you for. I'd love for you to go on Vanch Lombardi's live YouTube show on the volume. He's way lower on Murphy and Skoronsky than you are, and I think it would be a good combo. Bye. Good night. You want to give Dad a kiss? Good night. I love you. Joe, you could come get this kiss too. No, that's well. I mean, I'm all done, but don't lick my bowl. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, you ready to go through this, Gojo? And Gojo's like, yeah, I kind of want to leave. You close the door on yourself, Gojo. Here, let me let you out. All right, so it'd be kind of hard to Broshmo's readings. Dude, I can't read worth crap. Thank you. You want to take the little beast with you? Gojo, are you gonna go? There you go. All right, let's go over this draft. It's going to be kind of hard to keep up with all the trades, but we'll try to do our best because we know players were involved in some of these trades. Oh, dude, I'm a great kisser. You thought that kiss was good. Did you see the kiss I give my wife? Full French. Stupid. So we got the cards. We know that they moved on from D Hop in this draft. I'm not sure. Does Gojo approve of the Chiefs draft? Well, we'll find out. I'll pull him back in here to see. So they got Will Anderson. They moved back up with the Eagles to get Keely Ringo, Keanu Benton. Mock I imagine, is going to move to guard because I like Josh Jones. I like DJ Humphries there. But yeah, I'm trying to remember where Ed Reed. How do I feel about Kincaid? I love Kincaid. Watch my tight end video. I'm trying to remember where Ed Oliver went. All right, so the Atlanta Falcons here. They went Tyree Wilson. They moved back with the Seahawks. Got Eli Ricks, Cedric Tillman. I actually really like the Kenny McIntosh pick. Yeah. Player trade. Yeah, if you could list player trades, that would kind of be dope. Why not take Jalen Carter at 3? I kind of agree. But, I mean, they were able to get Keanu Benton. Kind of is what it is. Raiders sent... Okay, so Ed Oliver did go to the Cardinals as well. I mean, for a lot of people, some people are like Jalen Carter and Will Anderson are kind of like up for grabs, you know? So, is what it is. What cornerback do you think fits traditional Flores scheme for the Vikings? Deontay Banks. I'm telling y'all, I got a feeling. I'm gonna be projecting that. Next time I do a predictive mock, that's what I'm predicting. Tyree Wilson, Eli Ricks, Cedric Tillman. I would have liked if they got more speed, but Tillman, we'll see how he tests out this week. But I like the addition of edge. I think pass rush they desperately need. Baltimore Ravens, they grab Jackson Smith and Jigba. I like that. Lamar will like that. And then DJ Turner, I think, is a really good pickup there. Underrated player. Ed Oliver's on the Bills. He was traded in this mock, swimmer dude. Keep up. He was traded for a third. All right, so I'm not that big on the Josh Downs pick, because I think they need speed with Gabe Davis being too wishy-washy. I feel like Josh Downs is very similar to Khalil Shakir, who played well in parts this season when called upon. So I think they need to probably go with probably more of a speedster. Matthew Bergeron's a good pickup. You could play him early at guard if you want to give Spencer Brown another shot. Chris Smith's also a good pickup, obviously because safety. I actually really like this Michael Wilson pick. I didn't even see that. Yo, let's go. But they did lose Ed Oliver, so keep that in mind. Jack Campbell, Tremaine Edmonds is a free agent, so yeah, I think that's solid. I like that draft. Carol, well, since we skipped the Carolina Panthers, we'll move back. I know there were a lot of trades with the Bears because they moved down to 4. They picked up Bobby Okereke. They got Keenan Moore. I said Keenan, but it's Kenny. Looking for Walk the Mock right now. All right. Okay, we got trades here. The Bears, they picked up Brandon Cooks as well. Okay, they picked up Brandon Cooks in this draft as well. They grabbed Jalen Carter, Felix Anudike-Uzama. I think that's a solid draft, and you pick up Jalen Carter. Back to the Carolina Panthers. Will Levis, Darnell Washington, Mozzie Smith sounds right. Henry Tota, it's kind of whatever. It's back into the day 2. It's like, he's a very good athlete. Maybe you could fix him. Get him to be have more splash plays as a linebacker. Darnell Washington, I don't think they really needed to go tight end. But, I mean, I get it. Like, this is a team that really likes to run the football, especially now with Frank Reich there. You think they might look running back, but, I mean, you still could do that with early day 3 picks. So, all right, what else we got? We got Cincinnati Bengals. So Dalton Kincaid, and then they traded up to get DeJuan Jones. I thought this was sick because when they first got Dalton Kincaid, I was like, oh man, they really need tackle. And then they make that move, and it was just like, well, there you go. All is right again in the world. Because I mean, to be fair, I have Kincaid ahead of Jones, but I figured that they were this thirsty for offensive line help. Derek Brown, you don't have to play as your nose. Mozzie Smith, you can. Like Derek Brown, if you feel like he could be more disruptive at like a 3 to 5 tech, then go for that. I think Mozzie Smith does make sense. All right, Cleveland Browns, they got BJ Ojulari, and then they got Jaden Reed. I would have loved if they got a space eater, though. Like, just someone, because their run defense is dog water. Dallas Cowboys, they grabbed Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't love getting a running back, especially the second running back on the board in the first round. Kayshon Boutte, it was a later second-round pick. I mean, you're taking a shot on a guy that was once regarded as a first-rounder. Andrew Voorhees is a good pickup. Connor McGovern's a free agent. So, like, overall, this is kind of a meh draft to me, but just because Gibbs, the questions with Boutte, but I really actually like the Voorhees pick. The Denver Broncos traded up in the first round to get Bijan Robinson. This was the best draft of everyone here. They're playing for Super Bowls, not for the future. All right, Dosa Dion with the Detroit Lions here. They go ahead. They grab Devon Witherspoon. Osiris Torrance was, I thought, interesting, and I think that's means then you don't plan on having Big Daddy V. Nick Herbig was a bit questionable because it's like, oh, okay, you got James Houston. That's kind of the same type of player you're kind of looking for, unless you're really, really going to try hard to make Herbig an off-ball guy. But I don't think he's just off-ball, though. That's the thing. Skinner could be your box guy. Could be converted linebacker. Tuli Peloto. There we go. It's going to be your 3 tech. Mainly played edge at USC. Racked up a lot of sacks, a lot of pressures because of it. But I think guys like that usually, like, you coming in with that type of athleticism, moving to the interior, it tends to work pretty well. The Green Bay Packers, they grab Quentin Johnston. I love Quentin Johnston to the Packers. Nolan Smith also made quite a bit of sense. With Sean Gary, you're gonna have to decide if you want to pay him or not. Preston Smith, they extended him, but I mean, they could let him go in the future. And Kizzy Nagbari, I think, is a really good rotation guy. So I like this draft for the Packers. Houston Texans, Goat House had a hell of a draft here. Bryce Young, you already know, I love that. I love Bryce Young. Lucas Van Ness makes a lot of sense to me because I really do feel like that D'Amico Ryans will build from the outside or from the inside out, and that's kind of reflected in this draft. Lucas Van Ness, and then you go to linebacker. You got Henley, and then you finally address corner here, Julius Brents, which, no, they don't have great depth at corner. You're kidding yourself. So I like those 3 picks. Hyatt, I think, made all the sense in the world. Keep in mind, they picked up this because they trade Brandon Cooks. So they grab his replacement here in Hyatt with one of the first picks in the second round. I think this is a very good draft for the Houston Texans. The Indianapolis Colts, they move up to 1 while keeping their 1 for 2024, which is very important. And they grab C.J. Stroud, get their quarterback of the future. They get Steve Avila. I really love that pick because Will Freeze was kind of meh. So Avila immediately inserted as a starter, kind of makes, like, if Bernard Ryman kind of makes that next step up, then okay, Ryan Kelly's probably the next guy you want to move on from because he is getting up there in years. And Avila couldn't play center. He plays center or guard. Jalen Jones, solid pick. It's good depth, but I mean, well, okay, to be fair, Julian Blackman played a lot in the slot when Kenny Moore got hurt. So you move on from Kenny Moore and you just move Blackman in the slot. So, okay, so you grab more depth. You got Isaiah Rodgers there. Obviously, Stephon Gilmore isn't like your future plan there. Just a good player you could insert now. And honestly, Byron Young is a good fit for Gus Bradley's defense. And I don't like Gus Bradley's scheme. Oh, hello, Gojo. I still gotta go through the Jags. Then I'll get to the Chiefs. So Cam Smith, really depends how he tests out. He could be back into this late day 1 area. I'm not that high on Jalen Duncan, but I do get that the tackle position's kind of meh after a few guys kind of come off the board in the top 50. But this move, all they had to do was throw a 5th rounder to move up 6 spots, get Eddie Tabuwa, Eddie Barrier. I freaking love him. He's 31 on my big board. I love this cat. Comes in 6'1", 284, bit undersized, 34-inch arms. Keep in mind, man, these shorter guys, really hard to deal with for guards and centers, and especially when they're hitting you with 34-inch arms. So this is probably my favorite pick. Gojo walked away. Not a good showing. Not a good feel. He ain't liking it. He ain't liking this Chiefs draft. I think Keon White makes a ton of sense. He kind of fits what Steve Spagnuolo likes. He had a good Senior Bowl. He's going to test out well in terms of explosiveness. Makes all sense of the world. Oh, hi, Akila. Didn't expect you to come barging in here. And Sidney Brown, for me, I get it. People are like, oh, okay, the Chiefs, they love playing 3 safeties. I think they're going to move away from that because, like, they got guys like Jalen Watson, who actually, I think, used to play safety. You got Joshua Williams. They got L'Jarius Sneed. They have Trent McDuffie. All these guys, all like really like solid corners to build for the future. Byron Cook kind of comes in and fills in for Juan Thornhill, and then even on sub packages, I think you could like Sneed, bam, slot. You could dump McDuffie inside if you want him closer to the line. Jalen Watson used to play safety, so you could play him around there. So I love Sidney Brown, but I don't think that's necessarily the pick they need to make after spending a 2nd rounder, I believe, last year on Brian Cook. Parker Washington feels like really close to Sky Moore, but hey, man, good receivers that could create after the catch, you gotta love it. Especially if people are gonna try to deny Mahomes deep, get those guys that could create after the catch. Worked for the Niners. We got the Los Angeles Chargers going with Anton Harrison. I'm a big Harrison fan. So I like seeing him here. I really do think the right tackle position needs address for the Chargers. Nathaniel Donald's just a money pick. This dude, just his foot speed, how fast he is, the quicks. This, I know you look at his size and you're like, oh, great. Freaking Tutu Alwell, D. Eskridge. No, I didn't like those guys in the draft. I love Nathaniel Dell. He is different. I'm telling y'all. And Jordan Battle, straight up, like, he's a very high floor safety. All right, we got the Rams. This was the computer. Isaiah Foskey, Zach Harrison. They must have been like, man, I'm pretty sure Aaron Donald's tired of being the only source of pressure. I mean, they got Leonard Floyd there too, but so they double dip on edge. Okay. All right, the Raiders. Raiders traded Henry Renfro for a third, I believe. And this was the result of a trade back. The Bengals moved up. So they grabbed Christian Gonzalez because their secondary needs some players. They grabbed Brandon Joseph a little bit later, so they addressed the secondary. Hendon Hooker, I think there's a good shot he sneaks in the top 50. Or I have him further down on my board, but like if a team wants to throw the dice, roll the dice on a guy like Hooker, I think it's worthwhile, especially like Josh McDaniel. I feel like that's a good selection. I love Dorian Williams. I think Denzel Perriman's a free agent, so get Williams here to play next to Divine Diablo. You got my Miami Dolphins, and I mean, we'll just go over it real quick, but Will McDonald, the value was just too good. Luke Musgrave, the value was just too good. And, dude, Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson, free agents. Tajay Spears is explosive. Tajay Spears is fast. Tajay Spears is my running back 5. I'll take Tajay Spears. So that was my draft. I liked it. I thought I got great value. Like, borderline, the way people are talking about it, 2 first-rounders. Like I said, the way people are talking about it might not be necessarily what I think of it. Minnesota Vikings grab Zay Flowers. That's going to be fun with Justin Jefferson. Caillou Blue Kelly comes in. I kind of like Caillou Blue Kelly more in a zone heavy defense. I think he's at his best when he is anticipating what's around him and playing off the quarterback, opposed to playing in a man heavy scheme, which likely that's what Flores is going to run with. But Caillou Blue Kelly's a solid corner in this class. We got the New England Patriots. They did some trading. The Giants took 2 fourths. So the Patriots can move up. Grab Xavier Hutchinson there at the end of the 3rd round. Andre Carter is a nice guy to develop, even if you just use him early as a DPR, does a pass rush only. Simpson, I think, is a good addition there at linebacker. Who they brought in? They brought in Mac Wilson, right? So yeah, get someone to play next to Bentley. That'd be dope. And we kind of already know with Broderick Jones. That's really good value there. So I thought this was a solid draft. Xavier Hutchinson is fine. It's fine. It's okay. All right, Saints. The bot took Brian Brazee, Antonio Johnson. It's a good draft. All right, we got the New York Giants, the G-Men, as this was a result of that trade up for Bijan. That was the best trade in this draft. Tyreek Stevenson going there to the Giants. So they weren't able to address receiver, unfortunately. But they grabbed Zach Charbonnet to be a backup. Noah Sawyer kind of rolling the dice on. Joe Tippmann, that's good. He's either going to play guard or center there, which is solid for them. I really like the Stevenson pick. It feels like kind of a mid-draft, though. The Jets, they go Peter Skoronski, John Michael Schmitz. Hey, listen. If they can't land a quarterback, no Derek Carr, no Aaron Rodgers, and they go with Zach Wilson next year, Peter Skoronski, John Michael Schmitz on that offensive line, maybe you just hand the ball off to Breece Hall and Michael Carter every play. Let's go. All right. We got the Philadelphia Eagles. Was Alex from Hail Mary Sports. Joey Porter, Kalijah Cansey, Isaiah McGuire. He loves Isaiah McGuire, and that's back into the 2nd round, so midday 2. Luke Whippler, I'm kind of curious. Maybe it's like, oh, him or Cam Jurgens could kick out to guard, so that might be the thing. Devon A-Chain, I feel like I'd rather go for a meteor running back because Kenneth Gainwell's kind of that guy. But A-Chain's great. I love A-Chain. I think that's solid. Steelers, they take Jordan Addison. Darnell Wright. I'm calling this. Darnell Wright, DeJuan Jones. Pick 32 to the Steelers. Manuel Forbes, fine. Griffin Dexter, you're kind of betting on his traits and his upside, so I think this is a fine draft. Like Jordan Addison, like Steelers are best known for taking a receiver day 2 and making it work. So, just saying. Just saying. Everything I'm saying, I'm super saying like Goku. All right, Seahawks. They get Anthony Richardson. I like the idea of taking a swing here. This is a pick you wouldn't have had otherwise. Thank you, Russ. Seahawk country. Let's ride. Michael Mayer's a bit interesting. And you really don't start addressing the defense till the second round, which Derek Hall and Siaki Ika, I think, are really good fits for the defense. So, like, all in all, it doesn't appear sexy, but, like, that Anthony Richardson pick could really make this an insanely good draft. 49ers, Blake Freeland, Byron Young, good trench players. That's solid. I mean, McGlinchey's a free agent. They got a ton of free agents on the defensive line this year, too. Yo, I love Childish Gambino. Of course, I'm dropping the rap. All right, we got Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They really addressed the defense here, and I really like it. They actually moved back, picked up an extra 5th rounder. Grab Brian Branch, so now you can move Antoine Winfield back to safety. Branch can play in the slot. Deontay Banks comes in to help out with Mel Dean and Sean Murphy-Bunting being free agents. And Mike Morris, he gives you a little bit better edge help. Pass rush was kind of lackluster. Why is this so blurry? Well, because if I make it any bigger, then you won't be able to see everything. Everything's so blurry. Everything's so bleak. Was that Puddle Bud? All right, so tight end upload. They go Paris Johnson. I like the Drew Sanders pick if you don't bring back David Long, or if you can't bring him back. I believe they release Zach Cunningham. I'm not positive. Don't quote me, but I think they did. I'm not a fan of Rashee Rice because I think they need separators, and that was the big thing at the Senior Bowl. Rashee Rice struggled separating. So, like, I like Rice. The dude's a competitor. He's good at contested catches. He's tough to bring down after the catch. Maybe you could find a speedster or something in these later rounds, but like overall, I think these 2 picks are really good. This one's kind of a wait and see for me. And then finally, the Washington Commanders. Myles Murphy. This one's interesting because this means you're either not bringing back Montez Sweat or Chase Young. I'm pretty sure that did they already sign? Hold on, they already signed Montez Sweat, right? So this might be more of an indictment on Chase Young. Oh, maybe they didn't. Well, butter my biscuits. Is he on a 5th-year option right now? Oh, my. Okay. So, yeah, he's on a 5th-year option. So, we'll find out. I already said I did like the Tanner McKee pick because I'm a Sam Hall mark, or Sam Howell mark, so that's on me. I like Clark Phillips. I think that's a good addition to Jack Del Rio's defense. A guy that can play that kind of like off zone. He's really good at looking at keeping his eyes on the quarterback and jumping routes underneath. He had 6 picks, 2 went for pick 6s last year, so. Will Bowling Green have a pro day, or will they be added to a bigger school? I feel like they'll be added to a bigger school, but we'll find out. Because Carl Brooks not going to the combine is bullcrap. Marte Mapu not going to the combine is bullcrap. Just saying. But that's it for the draft. I had a blast tonight. Hopefully y'all did as well. I thought this was fun. We had some characters pop up in the chat. That's always cool. But if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that thumbs up on the way out. That would mean the world to me if you would do that. It helps out the channel. If you want to support the channel, that's a great way to do it. We'll be back out with a mock the mock tomorrow. Maybe I do a combine. I don't know. It's getting late here, and I got plans to do tomorrow, so I don't think I will do that extra video. So mock the mock tomorrow. You'll get a 3-round mock draft on Tuesday with special guest yet to be named, but you probably already know if you heard me talking earlier about it. So until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later. Yeah, buddy.